Alright, dice Hione, perché Hione again, sistemi di time, ma before the bridge, only natural is criminal seriousness nature. Legion, public, here too your name again. Campus, here the campus. So there's a park in Detroit named Campus Marcius. Here. See how others communicated. Then our founders and James Madison with their plan, and how George Washington agreed to use their plan. How others communicated in place of that plan, and what led up to the Declaration of Independence. See how truths are used for lies and fake motivations, while narratives had music behind them to back it. Vaccines. Like those things. This is American English Decipher. This is also England English Decipher. Yin Yang, Alpha and Omega were revealed to be taught together. For example, Yin Yang about the constant, and Alpha and Omega about the constant slash variable. Or Alpha and Omega about the variable slash constant. Left to right, and yin yang about the constant slash variable, left to right, because the same, and this is also tied to the four directions. Other is the history of the sciences, each individual grouped and together, and to keep undiscerned all that is communicated to us. We're in how not just our only species, not just our species volume slash s, with other species bodies of individual bodies with group difference slash s as its own, completing all things, all differences. We have the same color eyes and different color eyes, except for how we have different color eyes at the same time to show how we use this too, exceptions and exception nature. Tactical ulterior, from how all formal identities are law private and opinion natures A through Z, because you guys came through breached campuses. So you guys are still incapable of dealing with fact, human nature, quality aspects of nature like sequence value, properly, like predicate acts values, as evidences, styles pretending they don't see evidences, as collusions with sticking fake things in databases since pounding drums. All sides of criminal and civil cases. What do you think which trial is about? It's about all sides of criminal and civil cases, and the courts, and the prisons tied to them, their state offices, like state corrections, state judicial branch offices, and increasingly collusion at crime scenes. Forgiveness is to show how, and to discern how, using where all are guilty simultaneously, black pupils, and pretending others simultaneously. Because we were supposed to be honest, for example, about the extortion of George Washington, let alone of the founders and James Madison. You know, that were behind James Madison and his plan. That which George Washington agreed to use. And inside more than 13 colonies, north and south, entrenched with slavery against everyone, and sickly distinctly against everyone. And they still have that right through our schools, blamed on other things, others themselves, pretending, using the truth for a lie that the Civil War is to end slavery, as collusions with the hiding and obfuscating, and worse, how the North and South still had collusions with that slavery method, still entrenched. The logic experts, all communications locations, covering live progressions used remotely, pretending others simultaneously, or that body was sensed, including if as a majority of people, including if as everyone. This breaching method was perfected in semi-ancient times, before modern religious messengers were even born, and nature itself shows us to refer to it as semi-ancient times rather than ancient times. So see my live stream on the 5 parts of time. For example, it is 5 ways bound, and it is 3-way bound for correlation by its complete identity, and only an extent. You know, we can only observe an extent of the complete identity of all space slash existence. But where we have the extent of it, like with any subject, its complete identity of relationship to itself and only increasing value of that. are simultaneously present and only increasing equally. Prepare our minds.